Let me ask you something honestly. What would happen if for 1 year you actually obeyed yourself? Not your moods, not your impulses, not your cravings, but the part of you that already knows what the right thing is. Because you already know. You know which habits are hurting you. You know which choices you keep avoiding. You know what you should stop doing. You know what you should start doing. You know the project you should begin, the boundary you should set, the life you should be building. The problem is not knowledge, the problem is follow through. Research shows that only about 30 to 40 people who begin meaningful change actually finish. Not because the rest are weak, but because knowing and doing are controlled by different systems in the brain. One system plans for the future, the other system seeks comfort in the present, and comfort usually wins. That's the battle you are in. Long-term purpose versus short-term pleasure. So instead of just talking about it, I decided to test it. For 1 year, I'm committing to obeying myself fully, not to prove something, but to understand the process, to study what works, to experience the resistance, to document the struggle, and to share it with you so you can apply it to your own life. This isn't me teaching from a pedestal. This is me walking the path publicly so you don't have to walk it alone. Look at your own life. Maybe you want to wake up earlier, but at night you don't feel like sleeping on time. So you scroll, you delay, you negotiate, and the next day starts heavy, tired, unfocused. Now imagine something different. Imagine you go to bed when you know you should. You wake up when you promised you would. You stop negotiating with yourself. What happens? Sleep research already answers that. Better memory, stronger emotional control, better health, better focus, better life expectancy. This isn't motivation, it's biology. Or look at food. You already know what's healthy. You already know what it isn't. You already know what makes you feel worse long term. Yet sometimes you still choose short-term pleasure. Why? Because short-term pleasure is easy. Long-term self-respect is harder. But decades of psychological research on delayed gratification show this clearly. People who consistently choose long-term benefits over short-term pleasure live healthier, earn more, have stronger relationships, and report higher life satisfaction. You don't lack information, you lack structure and consistency. That's what we're building here. And let's talk about something directly: alcohol. Alcohol is not neutral. Alcohol is not harmless. Alcohol damages the brain, disrupts the sleep, worsens anxiety and depression, reduces emotional regulation, and weakens discipline. That's neuroscience, not opinion. You know how you feel the next morning. You know that the dehydration, the fog, the regret, the lost clarity. I've been there too. I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to make decisions that weren't aligned with the person I wanted to become. But at some point, you either grow up or you stay stuck. Because the truth is simple: you cannot build a strong life while constantly weakening yourself. Life is hard, but the solution is not to numb yourself. The solution is to become stronger. And that strength starts with self-obedience. This path will change you, and it will change your relationships. You might outgrow some people, you might feel lonelier at times, you might feel like you don't fit in anymore. But ask yourself honestly, where do you want to be in 5 years? Who do you want to become? You don't accidentally become your best self. You build that person deliberately. We are not here to waste life. We are not here to distract ourselves until time runs out. We are here to grow, to develop, to evolve. Life's challenges are not punishment. They are training. Even boredom has value. Research shows that creativity requires boredom. If you're constantly stimulated, your mind never goes deep. Boredom forces reflection. It builds originality. It strengthens your inner world. Discomfort is not your enemy. Discomfort is your teacher. Exercise is the same. No, you won't feel motivated every day. Yes, some days it will feel like effort, but the research is overwhelming. Consistent movement improves mental health, cognitive function, discipline, longevity, confidence, and emotional stability. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Every 30 minutes matter. And this entire process is not about intensity, it's about identity. Becoming the kind of person who does what they say they would do. So here's what we're actually doing together. This is not just a speech, this is a structure. This week is week 1, and your task is simple but serious. I want you to analyze your life across these domains: health, exercise, diet, sleep, mental health, relationships, finances, saving versus spending, career purpose. Under each category, write honestly. If you were obeying yourself fully, what would you be doing differently? Not vague goals, clear behaviors. What would you be doing differently? This is your baseline. This is your self-audit. Next week, I'll share what my first week looked like honestly. The resistance, the discipline, what worked, what didn't, and we'll refine the system together. We're not just watching a journey, we're part of it. Because the real enemies are always the same: boredom, discomfort, unpleasant emotions, the craving for instant pleasure. It feels uncomfortable to choose growth while others choose ease. It feels uncomfortable to eat well when others indulge. It feels uncomfortable to build while others escape. But that discomfort is the price of becoming someone rare. A person who follows through, a person who keeps commitments, a person who is no longer ruled by impulse. And in today's world, that is power. So this is my commitment, not just for me, but for us. For the next 52 weeks, I will commit publicly to this process. No skipping, no excuses, no hiding. Every week, I'll share what I'm learning, the psychology, the systems, the resistance, the discipline, the reality. Not because I'm above this, but because I'm inside it with you. And I want you to start now. This week, analyze your life. Write down where you're not obeying yourself. Be honest, be serious. Because the question isn't whether you're capable. The question is whether you're ready to stop negotiating with yourself long enough to find out. 1 year, that's all it takes. So tell me, what are you committing to follow through on? And let's do this properly together.